Hi everybody and welcome to another sketchbook tour. This time it's only half a sketchbook I filled because this one has very many pages. I think it's 160 and I'm only halfway through it, so I thought we could tour it already. This is the collaboration sketchbook from Piper's Art and Ajar Olive, and it has these cute gilded edges. So the first page is a little letter from Piper and these little boxes to doodle or write some things down, but I didn't do that yet, and honestly I don't know if I'm going to do it, but it's a cute idea anyway. So I made a little intro page. It's nothing really special. I started the sketchbook on September 29th last year, so I am almost 1 year into this now. I hope I can fill the second half of it a little bit quicker. Yeah, I started the sketchbook with some cute animal doodles and I made the spread really colorful, and yeah, I think it turned out pretty cute. Then I did some Overwatch fan art of the new hero that came out, and of course I love it because of the foxes. Yeah, and because of the marker bleed through from the previous page, I covered it up with some yellow gouache and then I doodled some yellow things on top of it. These are some random Pinterest people I drew to fill the other half of the spread. Nothing really special. And here's some more Overwatch fan art. I don't really play Overwatch anymore, but when Overwatch 2 came out I had another phase, and yeah, I love doing fan art of it. I especially like this page. The Anna doodles are okay, but I don't like how muddy the colors look. And for this page I used my Ohuhu markers and I like this way more. Then to cover up the bleeding I just drew my boots and used a dark color to add a little background, and so the bleed through doesn't bother me too much anymore. Yeah, on the other page I drew my glasses over and over, and it was kind of boring but also kind of low effort page to do. And in the end I kind of like how it turned out, even though it's nothing special. Yes, and this is when Dragonflight came out, or a few days before Dragonflight came out, and I was very hyped for that expansion. So I drew some of the main characters, and I am not that happy with these faces, but I like how the armor came out. And I like this one. This was in preparation for the Christmas themed Ohuhu video I did last year, and I practiced drawing some deers for it, so that's this. Oh, and I really don't like that page. I didn't sketch a lot in my sketchbook, and yeah, I just wanted to do some portrait studies to get back into it, and I don't really like any of them. It's just one of my least favorite spreads, but it's okay. Yeah, that's another World of Warcraft character of mine. It's my Blood Death Knight, and I had a lot of fun drawing my WoW characters again. Yeah, this was when we got a new apartment and we already started to declutter our old flat and clean everything so that we wouldn't have that much work to do when we're actually moving. In the end we still had a lot to do, but at least we tried to start early. And I used a very soft black brush pen for these doodles, and it was really fun to use it, so I should do that more often. Yeah, then I had this idea of drawing some rabbits in this little basket of bread, and bakery goods. So I practiced drawing some bunnies, and they are really hard to draw. They have this weird chubby head shape I had a lot of problems with in the beginning, but for this illustration I really like how they came out. Yeah, then I covered the marker bleed through with some paint markers, acrylic paint markers, and drew these little fennec foxes, and I really like how this page came out. I also love the vibrant dark blue color. And that's another World of Warcraft character, but this time it's my partner's one, and I really like how this one turned out. I think I just nailed the facial proportions. For this one not so much, but this one turned out really cute. Yeah, and another random Pinterest people page. As you can tell, I wasn't feeling it that day. I just wanted to fill up a spread quickly, and so that's what I did. Oh, and for this spread I wanted to use my jelly gouache and practice a little bit. And I started with this one, and I hated it so much that I just thought, okay, let's just mess around a little bit and have some fun. And I really like everything else on this page. It's not that anything of it would be a masterpiece, but I just enjoyed doing it, and I like how full it looks. It just makes me happy to look at these pages. Then I drew some good boys and good girls, and I really enjoyed it, but animal anatomy is still very hard for me because they're all so different. I like this little guy. This one's kind of cute, this one's kind of cute, and this one's my favorite. This one looks so weird, but I already covered it up, so I don't remember how my first version of him looked, but it must have been even weirder than this one. Okay, yeah, I hate that spread. It's... We just moved and I didn't have a lot of time to draw in my sketchbook, but I wanted to fill a spread just for the sake of filling it. So I doodled some of our furniture and plan, and I just taped in the color samples, and I really don't like how that page turned out, but it's okay. I did this one for a video, I think. That was my first Sketch With Me video, if I remember correctly. And I wanted to draw some colorful birds, so I did that, and yeah, it turned out okay. This one was also for a video. I got some stationery from Stationery Pal, so I did a little haul and swatched all the pens and tried them out and just doodled, and it was fun. And I really like these little fishies. Yeah, then I practiced some facial expressions and also some clothing. I kinda like this page. I don't really like these, but I like those eyes. Some more practice, nothing special. I realized I never drew people interacting, so I drew these Pinterest girls, and I think this was from a tutorial. I'm not sure anymore, but yeah, anyway. Some more facial expression practice, and yeah, again, nothing really special. And I really enjoyed doing the spread. These are studies of the World of Warcraft Dragonflight art book that came with the collector's edition. And I used gouache and colored pencils and acrylic paint pens for this one. And it almost took me the whole day to fill this entire spread. But yeah, I kind of enjoyed it, and I kind of like how it turned out. Then I added some more little props and characters from the game to the border to make it look fuller, because I didn't plan this out to be so small. Yeah, and I filled up the page that way, and I really liked it. This page I also did a video on, It was about practicing patience, I think, because I used to hate drawing flowers because I couldn't get all the little details. And this time I really tried to focus getting it all done. And I kind of like how this turned out, even though in the end it still looks messy, kind of. Yeah, and I drew some skulls too. And also, even though I still think flowers are very hard to draw, they're kind of growing on me, I think. Yeah, here's some marker bleed through again. This time I didn't cover it in any way, I just drew little doodles over it. And I kind of like this page, I kind of like this whole spread. I think it's because of the combination of brown and yellow. I really like it, it looks so warm and beautiful. And yeah, it was fun. And as you can see, I drew flowers a lot more often than I used to. This was for another video, but I kind of messed it up. It didn't turn out the way I wanted, so I talked about art block and how to kind of shift your mindset and draw anyway, even though you don't like it. I don't remember anymore, but yeah. It's not one of my favorite pages. I also have a video of this where I customized the cover of a sketchbook for our nephew, and he's a Naruto fan, so I drew him as a Naruto character, and I just taped down the sketches in the sketchbook with some random other stuff I had lying around. That's also a way of filling a sketchbook spread. I didn't participate in Mermaid, but I still felt kind of inspired by all the cute ocean-related posts. So I did the spread with these fish and the jellyfish and these two girls who might be mermaids or not. But I really like how this one turned out. Don't like that one that much, but well, here are some more sea creatures, and I did them with gouache, and I really like how this koi fish turned out. And on the other page it's more World of Warcraft fan art, of course. It's Queen Ashara, and it's one of those sketches I liked more before I added the line art and the color. And that unfortunately happens very often to me, but I can't change it anymore, so it's okay. Yeah, another doodly spread with some foxes. I think that's another video on my channel where I talked about filling a spread quickly and using pens that aren't erasable, like these ballpoint gel pens and brush pens I used here. And I really enjoy doing this. Yeah, here's another page I totally hate. I think that one might be my least favorite. Anyway, I just wasn't feeling it that day. These two are okay. This one didn't turn out well, and then I just did these really low effort doodles. But I like these little cats here. I tried to stylize them a little bit, and I think they turned out really cute. I really like that one. I think this cat was shaking its head on the reference picture. It doesn't look like that in this drawing, but I still like how crazy that looks. It's kind of cute. Yeah, here another Pokemon drawing phase started, and I used my markers a lot and drew these pink and blue Pokemon. And I really like this page. I love how the red colored pencil bleeds into the markers. I don't like it for the blue one that much because it made some of the colors look really muddy, but I think they still turned out really cute. Yeah, and one more Pokemon page. I really like the colors of this one. And this was for another video where I tried out the Ohuhu marker refills, and I came up with this illustration, which is probably not the most original of ideas I ever had, but I still like how it turned out. Here I tried to cover up the bleeding with acrylic paint markers, and I don't really like how this page turned out. I just wanted to paint anything on top of the bleeding. This one's okay, I don't like this one so much, and I'm not very happy with how I used the space here, but it's okay. It would have been just another wasted page if I wouldn't have drawn on it at all. And these are just swatches of my jelly gouache that I restored because they were all dried out, and I got them into a condition that was almost like new. Yeah, that's another random spread. Yeah, I wanted to draw anything and fill a spread, but I didn't know what to draw, so I scrolled through Pinterest and kind of forced myself to draw some of the pictures that came up on my feed. And in the end, I'm quite happy with how the spread came together, especially this page. Yeah, then I slipped into another art block again. I doodled some florals, and then I added line art and colored them, and I instantly regretted it because the sketch looked better than whatever this is. It's not a finished piece, but yeah. Then I drew my demon hunter, and I actually wanted to draw more of her, but I felt like I didn't do her justice, so I'm keeping that for another day. And instead I did some anatomy practice, which I didn't do for quite a long time. So I thought it was about time again, some more practice anatomy, and I wanted to draw some dudes. I don't do that very often, as you probably noticed. I like that one, but yeah, the other ones are kinda low effort. I didn't put that much into it really. Yeah, another practice page, and I really hated my art that day, and I just want to leave the spread, and it was so frustrating. But in the end, I tried to cheer myself up that I at least tried. So yeah, that's something. Then I practiced some raccoons, and oh boy, these are really hard to draw. I think these two look like raccoons. This one not so much. This one looks like something completely different. And these two kind of look like otters. But I tried. And I still kind of like this page, even though I didn't get their facial anatomy right. I don't know. I don't know why most of these don't look like raccoons, but yeah, they just don't. I don't know. Then I started this page with some more anatomy practice, and after that I just drew some Pinterest photos that came up, and I started to feel better about my art again. I think these are so much better, and they came so much easier to me than anything I did the days before. I like this happy looking little fox, and I like her, and just the whole spread looks and feels way better to me than the ones before. Yeah, then I did the same thing again. It's okay, I didn't like it as much as the one before, but at this time, I mean, it's 2 days ago, but I pretty much drew every day because I wanted to get half of the sketchbook done so I could record this tour. And yeah, I kinda just filled pages with random stuff. I don't know what's wrong about this one. There's anything that feels off to me, but I can't tell why. This cat has some weird legs, but overall I like it. This is the most raccoon-looking raccoon I drew the last days, I think. And this cat had some really big paws, so I had to scribble around to make them look smaller. Yeah, and that's the last spread. I recently read the book Ruination and I really enjoyed it, so I fell down that League of Legends lore rabbit hole again. When I'm filling a sketchbook, it's kind of the same phases I go through again and again. Random Pinterest stuff, League of Legends characters, and World of Warcraft characters. And yeah, my sketchbook in a nutshell. Yeah, anyway, that's the middle of the sketchbook. I really hope I can fill the second half a little bit faster than the first one. As I mentioned in the beginning, it almost took a year to fill it. With the move and everything, I think it's okay, but I really want to fill the second half a little bit faster. So yeah, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I would really appreciate it, and I'd also be very happy if you left a comment in the comment section. So yeah, that's it. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!